No. Because why is it not a lot? Because we use more compression. And we actually travel across the floor because we swing our body weight. Right? That is the difference. Yeah? So what I don't like to see is this, and this is all about upsetting the posture as well. Some of you want to move so much that you dance open, slow, quick, slow, because you think you're going to move. But if I do this, pass, 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 I'm finishing a step. Yeah? Are you all with me?
Yes.
Right, good. And Anna's got to do the same. Right, so she's got half a step, completion, half complete, half complete. Now you can see that her opposite foot to me is passing her body at the same time my foot is passing the body. So we're bringing the hip line into neutral to be able to create power. Yeah? But so, you see, I see so many, if you start with your thumb sticking out or sticking in too much, you don't walk around like that. Yeah? So it's got to be absolutely natural. So if we take a step again from here, 2, 3, 4, slow, forward, with slow, forward, with slow, forward. Right? It's got to be light. We don't want to hear it. Right? When you're judging, you can hear some couples coming. Right. So we don't want to hear that. You've got to treat the floor. Right? The floor is your best friend. You have to use it. The late Bill Irvin once said that your feet should be like an artist's brushes painting a canvas. The way you use your feet. I don't want to make a noise. I know what it is. Now, another famous coach once said to me, any fool can rise, but it takes a wonderful dancer to lower correctly. So to go up is easy, but to control the lowering is the thing, right? Now this is another thing, girls, that if your posture is correct, you will lower from the man's action. If your posture is one of these, you will dictate the lowering, and that is a complete crime. Because you get to hear something to go to drop, right? And it cuts you out. Yeah? So, and this is why, of course, we don't get into those positions, right? So, what is the difference between a good lowering action and a drop? Right, I'm going to give Anna now the thrill of the week. Give me that. Put it there. Right. Now, if I do that, I drop. Right? If I lower with this action, I lower through the legs, right? I don't drop the spine. Now, this is how I want you to think about it. If I'm walking and I'm over my feet, good. Now, if, for example, you said to me, how many meters from here to the corner? I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see, I've opened the legs outside of my body, so you see the drop. And if I see a drop, sometimes when I'm judging, I actually look at the heads, right? Against the back of the boring or something like that. You see someone go bomb, you see others go quick, yeah? So we don't want those drops. Good. Now, we're coming now back to all these things that add up, right? We haven't yet talked about arms and hands. Now, like your feet, those hands are on the end of your arms are a very, very important part of your performance. I hold a hand. I can't stand this. Right? Now, I've got that one in the plaster. I feel this one should be in the plaster. Right? It's not natural. Right? So, what we do is I open that part of my hand, right? And it does that. So I apply that and I hold my hand up to her there. So we've got like a letter A without the crossbar in there. Yeah? So now I'm giving a certain amount of connection, not pressure, connection, and at the same time Anna's giving me exactly the same back. Okay? Now there are all sorts of hands. We have you've got what they used to call the monkey grip, right? Then they thought this might cure the monkey grip, but now we've got the snooker grip. Frozen hand like that. Right. So, hands got to be sensitive. Right, so if I do that now, right, I've shaped my hand to fit. Like, if I pick up a glass, my hand fits the glass. If I put my hand on Anna's bottom, wrong hand. Right. Right. It fits. Now, I see this sometimes with this hand on the girl's back. It's like this. It's stiff. It's working. I can't do it with that hand. Come here a second, because I can't. Right. Give me that hand. Right. Take that hold of that hand. Right. Do it right. Do it right. Right. Just come together. Right. Some of you do this. Right. Okay. Come away, Anna. Come away a minute. Now, see that? Now, if Anna's back was that shape, she'd be in a wheelchair. Now,
we can't see it.
That. Right? Like that. Right? So he's got to create, from the elbow, a curve that eventually fits and is sensitive to his partner's back. Now, we don't do that because, now, of course, that also brings the shoulder in as well. So that has to be so sensitive, and there's a curve. Right, if I do that, you can see there's a curve. Right? Now, if I could curve that one, that's what I want to fit in her back. Right, there's another hand hold I want to show as well. Right, okay. Right. Now, I hate it when I see that boy's hands up there. What's it up there for? Step away, Anna. Right, what's it good to you up there? Right? Where should the man's hand be on the lady's back? Oh, there's a very simple solution. Just find her bra line. Right? And that's where you place the hand. So that part of the hand is just on the base of it. See a shoulder blade there. So that hand fits out there. Right. But it's no good up there too, right? So you get this. Now, why do some of you boys do that? I'll tell you why. Thank you very much for the night. Why? Because when you put your arms up, you think, I've got to be big. I've got to be big. Right, so you do this. Right? Now walk away from it. There's nothing between me and my hand. Right? Now I've got something very special between my body and my hand. What's that? What is special about between my body and my hand? What's special about what is between my body and my hand? My partner. A person. Yes, my partner. Right. Okay. So I have to place that hand, which unfortunately I can't do correctly, but you know what I'm trying to say. Now, when we were talking about turning the bodies and the lady reacting to those turns, I work between my hands, right? Because between there and there, I've got to transmit rotation to my partner. So if my hand's out here and I turn, I can sort of separate my body from it. So you've got your 3 points of contact, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. So we must have the elbows, right, should be a little lower and a little in front of the center of the shoulder joint. So I don't want my elbow behind. I want them there. on my partner. Now, Anna's got to do the same. Just take up your hold on this box, right? So she brings her arms up from here, right? And we've got to feel that with me, because I'm not that tall, right? I'm shrinking fast, right? That when she moves, those arms have actually got to breathe forward. Do your feather steps, really, Anna. They've got to stay with me, right? Don't take your arms with you girls this way, right? So what we're doing as we take this feather step from here, remember we were talking about the connection, and the connection here now, right? We both breathe our arms towards each other, slow, quick, slow. Yeah? So we don't disturb the balance. Yeah? Right. So we'll do that one more time. Only this time we're going to do a reverse way. And see what happened? I took my arms away, took my weight away. Right, do that. You do it properly this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the picture? You look as though you're in the dentist waiting room. Right. Well, let's have a little bit of reaction. We're trying our best.